Warframe content.
Read all about it. Extra, extra, read
Excuse me,
here.
gentlemen.
Extra, extra, read all
We are
about it.
experiencing some technical issues. We shall resume our regularly scheduled programming.
And we're all adrift together, together. And we're all left, and we're all adrift together, together.
What's up, you people? Here we are, another Helping New Players episode 2. That's the name of the program until we think on something better. I am Lobo from WeDieHard, the clan who has helping players so long, more than a decade now. And I'm here with our generals, our warlords, our leaders. How are you people? Eximius and Joey. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Big
What's
party.
up?
Twitch,
Hello.
YouTube, and everyone else.
In the world, everybody in the world, how are you? So, we, as last week we said, this week we are with the three warframes that you can choose. As I said, or we said last week, if you have to choose best one, I think it's, or we think it's Caliber, because Nova it's kind of not so easy to play. As Joey is Nova and Eximius is Vault.
Mag.
Mag.
I know I probably look like
Sorry.
Nova, but yeah.
Yeah, you
Mag.
Mag. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You are you're all right. So Mag is a little bit more difficult than Excalibur. Excalibur is really intuitive how to play with it. It's really an easy one, and Vault of course. But Vault, like we said last week, you can get over here if you have a dojo, of course, in your something lab, whatever lab.
The
Tenno
Research
lab.
Lab.
Yeah, Tenno
The Tenno
lab.
Research Lab.
Tentacle.
So
Where you can not only obtain
Warframes.
Volt, Wukong, and Banshee, but you can also obtain several different interesting Tenno weapons, like the basic Nakana, which is maybe not the best melee, but is definitely a useful melee
Yeah.
for beginners.
Yeah.
You can what other weapons can you
there's no-
obtain?
Oh yeah.
The
A lot,
the
man.
Nami, there's the Nami Skyla.
Yeah. The Venka is kind of.
Guandao, the basic Guandao is actually a really good weapon for starters.
Venka
the
is kind of the
Anku-
Wolverine things.
Scared.
It's really fun.
Scared.
The Anku, the Anku is probably more directed to veteran players because it has an Incarnon form, where it does forced flash procs, although that's way later in the game after you
Yeah.
unlock Steel Path. So, the Anku is a good weapon to keep in mind.
And of
to keep
course,
in your inventory.
You have the archstring over here, and the archstring is something that you are going to need really.
The Arcwings, my personal recommendation would be to get the Itzal, because it's the fastest Arcwing.
It have salt, and
yeah.
it's always good salt, because if not, the food tastes weird.
And in terms of abilities, it has a really good ability called Cosmic Crush, where it sucks every object, including enemies around you. So it's really good if you need to get a lot of resources that dropped recently really quickly.
Yeah.
So that's also something interesting to keep in mind.
Also, your segment, archstring launcher segment is here. The Kuva incubator upgrade segment is here. The landing craft foundry segment is here.
There's some decent weapons here.
The Nutrio incubator segment research is here. So you will need this in later on in the game. Also, something that I always use is the Zephyr. That opens things. It's really cool.
Yes.
Does auto hunting.
Another
Vipers.
Yeah.
Yeah, surface. If you do, that's more for people like me who don't really like to do
The mini
hacking.
puzzles, yeah.
And
I was doing.
and another interesting thing, and I think you get this from the Corpus lab, is the energy pads. You
Yeah.
can buy a blueprint that lets you build 100 large energy pads.
Zephyr.
I don't think it's here, bro.
And those energy pads are really useful throughout gameplay. I'm
They
using
are
energy pads a lot of the
people
time,
are using
Yeah,
even when I'm
some people use it.
even 1700 hours in. I'm using the occasional energy pad when I find myself in an energy pinch, let's say. So they're
But
good
they
to
are
have.
not in this lab, man. I don't know.
No. They're in the Corpus
Oh, they
Research
are
Lab.
corpus, yeah. Corpus, right. Yeah,
Um,
not 1001. So, as you saw, or didn't saw, but I'm gonna show it again. Over here, you have Banshee, you have Wukong, Nezra, Zephyr, and Volt. I forget
Yes,
one, I
bro.
guess. I think I forget one on my title. Didn't I? Banshee, Nezra. Yeah, I didn't put Zephyr, I think.
ah,
But okay, I will put
yeah.
it on YouTube. No worries. So yeah, let's start. Kind of. I'm always Vault, so Eximus is already Vault. Joey is gonna be the Wukong on the team, and I'm gonna go with the Zephyr because I never even rode it.
Um, I'd like to keep in mind that I have a very specific Wukong build. I have basically Calervo's Helminth on my
Yeah, you
Wukong,
can switch
which again
the.
is something that would only be available for late game players.
Okay.
But basically,
Let me switch the
the
Voltron.
mentality behind my Wukong is very simple. You basically summon this exalted weapon, his Iron Staff, and you just whack
Let
people with
me
it. The only
let me
difference
switch the
between that and what
Voltron. Have
normal
a
players would have, sorry to interrupt, between what I have and what new players would have is that I basically have extra critical chance. Other than that, the mentality remains the same. Wukong is a really useful frame to use early on, and he will carry you through a lot of missions,
A lot.
especially survival. And what else? Well, I would say exterminate, but anybody can do exterminate. Oh, spies. He's actually considered one of the best spy frames in the game. Yeah. Oh, in fact, if you look up on the internet, a lot of guides use use Wukong. So I'm gonna go use Wukong.
Yeah.
I'm changing. 1 second.
I'm gonna switch the
I-
Voltron because I don't have a good
okay.
build on Revival.
Oh, you can be Zephyr. Zephyr is me. You can be Nezha. I'm always playing Vault, so you people, I think, well, let's do it once with Vault also. But yeah, we do this 2 or 3 times and we change. No worries.
Alright.
You don't really need a good build because, well, it's good for you to show all the potential of the frame. Yeah. No worries. Which one you want?
Oh, then I just switched to more normal looking like appearance.
Okay. Then when you guys ready.
Nezha.
No Nezha. Zephyr. Because I forget in the title.
Oh,
Oh.
I froze.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
We're locked in. Okay.
what happened?
Took a while. No, I don't know why.
I will
My
not write.
screen froze for a while. I thought I crashed.
I
Yeah.
thought I crashed too. It's
But you
Lobo's
are.
power.
But I don't think you are here. Yeah.
I'm like frozen. I'm like frozen, yeah. Shit.
Tell me when you're in the lobby.
I'm at the waiting room. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, we
the
have.
room before you enter the portal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What the? Yeah, DC'd. What the?
Oh man, that's sad. But did you hard crash? Like did
I
you
just
CTD?
lost connection. I just lost connection. It just took a while for some reason.
No worries. Tell me when you're on. Well, you can start this.
Eh, Can't I just join the session?
Yeah, yeah.
I think so.
You could. Oh, Logan's already in. All right,
Yeah,
I'm
that,
joining.
I think so. As long as you don't like complete a round before I do.
but I can invite you.
Yeah, I think so too.
So Nezha have a few powers like turbulence that I don't know what to do. I don't really remember. But this one is cool, where we make little kind of
By the
two
way, Zephyr has
phones.
a lot of synergy. This four can spiral, can put enemies in this tornado, and the thing with this tornado is that you can just whack the tornado itself. You don't even have to hit the enemies, and the tornado will transfer the damage
That's to them, yeah.
that you shoot or melee into it towards the enemy. So
That's amazing. Yeah.
that's something interesting to keep in mind.
See, I'm just hitting the tornado and everybody dead. So
Oh. The like weird text thing popped up. You know the like red, like the weird like red with the white text. Sometimes when it pops up.
my cat, why? Why did you do that? See, now I'm hitting the tornado and everybody on the map is kind of.
So basically,
And we have this little vortex also, like Volba.
Just in case I'm not really showing up on your screen, Lobo. Basically, the idea with Wokung is that you have his exalted weapon, his iron staff, and you basically whack people with it. He has some interesting abilities. He has a celestial twin, which I am activating right now, and a really useful ability that new players can make a lot of use of is Wukong 2, his second ability, whereby he transforms into a cloud. He is super fast while in this cloud, and he regens health not only for himself, but also for his celestial twin.
I'm taking the portal.
Let's go, let's go. One more. Why not? Why not?
The celestial twin is basically there to,
Yeah,
be another target.
Let me play with Wukong before you so I can show, just not just you talking, So we have this little, oh, not this one, this one. This little vacuum cleaner also like
airburst,
like Vauban. And we have this thing that you point and you go there, kind of like Indiana Jones with whip thingy. That's awesome. And the number 2, I don't remember what it is, or the number 3. But I'm gonna read for you people my abilities. So number 1, Tailwind, hold while airborne to hover Zephyr with reduced movement from the air. Tap to dash forward or aim down to dive bomb enemies below. So that's also cool. You can just go up and then come down in a bomb way that I could not do. Oh, okay, like this. It don't really bomb nothing, but okay. So that's that. If nobody shoot me over here, I can kind of. You try a different ability, you stupid motherfucker.
Zephyr.
So another ability, number 2, air burst. Launch a burst of massively dense air. Hold to send enemies flying. Tap to pull them toward the burst. Damage increases per enemy hit. So more the enemies, more damage. Then the turbulence creates a windshield around Zephyr, redirecting all incoming projectiles. Oh, that's what the one that I didn't know. I'm really dead now. Oh my god, I'm alive, it's a miracle. What is my weapon? Why I'm with the sword? Why I'm with the sword? Can you die just? Yeah. And the number 4, Joey already explained it. It's those tornadoes that kind of, if you shoot them, you kind of shoot everybody.
You transfer the damage that you fire on the tornadoes onto the enemy. But I think the enemies actually take more damage.
Yeah, I think
I'm not
so
super
too.
familiar with Zephyr because I've honestly never played it. I have a Zephyr in my inventory, but I never played Zephyr.
Not
So
much.
Okay.
So,
it's not something I'm too qualified to
You're not?
inform people on.
Oh my god, I thought you were. So that's Zephyr. Let me change now for another one. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna be Wokung, and Joey is gonna explain everything about Wokung, and I'm gonna show you since I'm the camera. I'm the cameraman. If I can get the hell out of here, okay. You have a buzz in your house? Where is Wokung?
sorry?
I hear a buzz in your house.
Buzz.
A buzz.
Buzz? I don't know.
So, let me show you right here the powers, so I'm not kind of dying while I'm doing this. Celestial Twin, shedding a part of himself, Wokung creates a twin to fight by his side, attack at range, and the twin will melee, pull a blade, and the twin will melee, pull a blade, and the twin will blade down, covering fire. Use again to command the twin to attack a target with increased damage. Then we have the Cloud Walker, like Joey just said. He evaporates into a cloud of mist and floats through the battlefield, dazing any enemies encountered while healing Wokung and his twin. The defy Wokung and his twin become invulnerable and defy enemies to attack. All damage is captured, stored, and dealt back in a single furious strike of Wokung's staff.
It's that ability. Well, I've replaced that ability with Palermo's Helmet. However, that ability is actually really useful for players early on because it helps you a lot when you're overwhelmed, surrounded by enemies. So if you're in a situation, and you will be in that situation, where you're surrounded by a lot of enemies, dealing a lot, and you're receiving a lot of damage, press 3. Make sure you get as close to the enemies as possible, which I know at the time will be a bit counterintuitive, but do that, and then just wait until the ability finishes, and the ability finishes with basically an iron staff heavy attack. So if you have captured enough damage, you will be able to one-shot, especially early on, every enemy that's around you. Plus, at the end of that ability, you, depending on how much damage you've received, you get up to a maximum of 500 armor. Armor nowadays is not exactly the best bonus to have.
Yeah.
Due to some, due to how the game evolved, essentially. But it's a nice, damage
You
reduction
could use
that
armor
you can
archons,
get
right?
Yeah.
for your Warframe.
That's what
You
it
could use
says
like
here.
armor archons, right?
Bonus armor is then granted relative to the
1500
damage
armor, sorry.
captured. Yeah. And then the last one is the Primal Fury. Summon the Iron Staff and the Lynch Fury, and the guy will be kind of very, very. His passive is after taking fatal damage, Wokung automatically uses one of his master survival techniques. These techniques can only be invoked 3 times per mission. Tips.
Basically, he has extra revives, and
Yeah.
and every time he dies, he has like a specific bonus,
Yeah.
which is random, but and that bonus lasts for, I think, 40 seconds? 30 to 40 seconds. And those bonuses are, and this is just from off the top of my head, so extra loot drops, invisibility, invulnerability. Is it? I don't know if melee damage is one of those. But it's definitely extra loot drops, invisibility, or invulnerability. At least these 3 are among those bonuses of Wukong's death, basically. He gets extra revives. So at the start, assuming you don't have any arcanes, you're going to have 4 revives. Wukong has by default, so 5, 6, 7 revives. If you do have 2 level, or just 1, I think, 1 level 5 arcane, you basically have, 6 plus 3, so 9 revive. So his passive is it's good early on, but I've seen someone on the internet say basically dies slower than most enemies.
Yeah.
But it's a really good frame, easy to learn and very useful to new players.
Let's check them out.
And he is resistant to damage for the reasons we have stated. So his 2 helps a lot with health regeneration.
So let's press the 1. The first thing you want to do is have your twin with you. He will help you a lot. Now we need some.
Yeah, the twin's main function.
Number 2, see the cloud. I can just get out of here and go wherever I want for a while.
He's there to basically soak up damage and to be another target where the enemies can focus their fire on.
Yeah. So let's press that 3.
Yeah.
See.
You get a maximum of 1500 armor.
Yeah.
Which is sadly a number that cannot be improved by ability strength.
So now I'm with the number 4. As you can see, I'm kind of fighting everybody with my stick. It's kind of his melee on number 4, kind of a stick that you just beat people with it. And now I can just be a cloud, come here. See, all of them disappear. And
the Iron Staff has really high base damage, although unfortunately critical chance a bit on the lower side, which is why one of the best elements you can get for Wukong is Palermo's helmet, which you will obtain much later on. which drastically increases its critical chance, and you can do millions of damage easily with his iron staff. So that's something players will only have access later on. But again, something to keep in mind.
Keep in mind, take time.
However, there is a way to obtain Kalervo somewhat early on. A lot of people may not know this, but once you start the game, you actually have access to the Viri, or I think you get access to the Viri early on with no quest requirements. I don't think. And so by doing the Viri content, you will eventually get Kalervo.
Yeah.
So, at this point in time, funny enough, while is known as one of the highest damaging frames, you can obtain them early on in your
Left.
account's life, basically.
Where the hell am I?
But it does take some time farming him and stuff because he's somewhat cycle dependent because you can only have access to Kalervo's what's it called, prison, during the it's the rage, fear, and sorrow cycles. Or you could just straight up buying him with platinum, but again, we don't really recommend that because
I recommend that. I don't got time for that farm. Ain't nobody got time for that.
So Nezha have the first.
Yeah, I guess you could farm it, but like.
Yeah, it's easy, man.
Ideally,
Every Warframe you can farm. Firewalker is the first of Nezha. Blaze a trail of flames, scorching enemies and cleansing allies, teleporting blasts the landing area with a ring of fire. Then we have the blazing chakram. It's kind of that, boomerang thingy that goes and comes. Hurlock flaming ring that sets enemies ablaze, making them vulnerable to any damage. Flaming enemies drop restorative orbs on death, such to amplify the power of the ring, and reactive to instantly travel to the ring's location. Then we have the warding hollow.
It's like a teleport.
Create a protective ring of fire that also stuns and damages enemies who get too close. And for last, we have the divine spears that impale nearby enemies on spears that erupt from the below. Activate again to slam surviving enemies back into the ground. So let's check her out.
If you,
I never show you, but
it's actually a male frame. I know a lot of people be aware of that.
I think she's a girl, man. For me, she's a girl.
What?
One thing a lot of people may not know
This
is
is the
that
mods that I'm using.
Nezha,
Nothing expensive.
Nezha has a really good augment that was released recently. So new players that are joining in now, and if they opt to choose, well, that's a repetition, but whatever. If they choose Nezha, there's a really good augment. What's the name of the augment, Eximus? It's the one where you spread status with the divine spears.
Divine Retribution?
Divine Retribution, exactly.
Divine Retribution. What a great mod.
Yeah, the divine spears augment status effects on a speared enemy. Yeah.
I should make
Spread
a new
to all speared enemies. Spear explosions apply 1.5 times
she also
status
has,
damage.
but that was like way back in the day. Pyroclastic Overflow.
Anyway.
I still have that equipped.
What you were saying, bro, about Nezha, Joey?
Yeah, so basically, if you you get this augment by the through the syndicates, and the syndicates, the new players will find out about these very early on,
the game.
especially if they visit relays. It's Arbiters of Exis, Steel Meridian, Red Veil, New Loka, Parent Sequence, and there's a sixth that I'm not remembering right now. It's Cephalon Suda. Those are the six syndicates, and I don't know which one you get the Divine Retribution from. In fact, let me check the wiki real quick.
So
Sorry,
as you can
guys, I
see,
don't remember-
I'm making
off
the
the top of my
ground
head.
burn. See, where I pass, I make the ground burn. I always go with this. My fire is pink because Nezha for me is a girl. So yeah, my power is pink, but yeah, it's flaming on the ground, as you can see. That's the number one. Number two
Yeah,
is
this one
the
so the one that I'm using.
it's that little boomerang thingy that you just throw it and it will bounce on enemies. There's no enemies here, but let me show you over here.
You
Where are you, bro?
you can get the mod by achieving the last rank on Steel Meridian and Cephalon Suda. So
Cool.
Divine Retribution, if you can get it, it's a really good mod. Besides that, well, yeah. Again, the internet is your best friend. You can always look for builds, or just simply mix and match and
And try it for
figure
yourself.
out what
Yeah.
you would like on your
That's the best thing.
Warframe.
So always with the one, they are always getting fire. Always cool. Let's see the number 3 now. See. And of course, if they are really annoying, just press 4. And they will impale! Yeah! Let's impale them! Who don't love impalings? Come on! Since the witch times. Let's see a good impalement. Why not? So yeah, I like Nezha because of the fire. She's always putting things on the fire. Guys are always getting burned. As they burning, they don't shoot as much because they are burning. So it's good for defense.
Yeah, well, one of the effects is they go into a panic state where
Yeah.
they're basically CC'd. Again, just if you're a new player, just a heads up on the terminology. Being CC'd means being crowd controlled. CC means crowd control.
Crowd control. Exactly. Let's do one more with this Nezha.
Cool.
I didn't impale so well on this one.
I accidentally went into the portal.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright.
We're all here, I think. I don't know if Joey's here. Joey, are you here, bro? Please be
I'm
here,
getting
Joey.
inside the
You are
hole.
getting inside. Oh my god. I never thought about
I
that.
am fully inside the hole.
Oh my god, he's fully inside the hole. So, number 3 is always cool, so... I have no energy, so I cannot impale no one. I want to impale people, come on! But yeah, as you can see, the damage is over there. Kind of. The lamest one is this one. The number 2. But yeah. And if they are a lot, you just impale them. Like this. No, because I have no energy. No, I have energy. Not a lot. No, I have.
Just like me in real life.
Oh my god, it does. Do you do? Okay, I will lose this thing that does nothing.
Oh, that's how our abilities work. cool.
It's very cool.
What's the like number thingy that pops up? Oh, my bad.
It's from the Nezha.
I never
Power.
loaded. Warding cable?
Yeah.
A warding halo, yeah.
Cool.
Don't remember what it does. It basically aids in damage resistance.
Yeah.
This is... Okay.
I don't know exactly how because it's
Yeah,
not
no, but-
overguard.
It's like a defense, like a defensive ability or something.
Yeah, it's
It's a
a
defense mechanism.
defensive ability. Funny thing about warding halo, it's got that initial invulnerability period, and it works kind of like Rhino's Iron Skin.
Yeah.
So basically, the more damage you receive
receive.
during that initial invulnerability period
Yeah.
translates to a higher value. In
Oh,
Nezha's case,
that's why I have like 12k.
Yeah.
so in Nezha's case, it translates into a higher value in warding halo.
Some
In
survivability,
for
basically.
Rhino's case, it translates into a higher Iron Skin value.
Impale!
Iron Guard value, sorry.
Survivability, basically.
So the last one that I have to show, you people already see me playing with that along. It's the one that I'm gonna get when we are really in trouble. It's my vault. I did the all, yeah. Well, I start with Zephyr, Wokung, Nezha, and now vault. Yeah, it's 4. Yeah, sorry, I think it's 4. I have to go see. But I don't even know where I am. Okay, I'm here. Oh, and Banshee. Let's do Banshee. Rina didn't do Banshee. Banshee! So what does Banshee does? What does Banshee does? She screams. I like Banshee, to be quite honest.
Oh,
As you can see, all my... It's kind of... I don't know why I have enemy sense. I don't know, nothing. I just put streamline, stretch, flow, intensify, and continuity. And of course vitality and rush, because I like to run faster. But let's see her abilities. She have the sonic boom. Machine emits sonic shockwave that pushes targets in a range with enough force to incapacitate or kill attackers. The sonar, using acoustic location, Banshee's sonars power finds and tracks enemies and exposes critical weak spots to everyone in your squad. Then we have silence. Using silence surrounds machine aura that stuns enemies and will limit their perceptions and tactical response to gunfire and Warframe attacks.
Keep in mind, before I continue, Lobo, silence is, first of all, again, this is more useful for players later on. Her helmet is one of the best helmets in the game, and it's precisely that ability, silence. Another thing that a lot of people may not be aware of is that silence is a major damage multiplier. So basically, you in the first few seconds of silence, enemies are stunned. While they're in that stunned state, you can apply melee finishers. That has a lot of useful little attributes. I'm not going to get into that now because I'd be here for hours. But anyway, so that's useful. And after their stunned state, they're still affected by silence. They can just shoot their weapons and stuff. While they're affected by silence, they basically receive more damage. So
awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of like roar in a way, although I think differently. It's a damage multiplier. It's a really useful ability. Early on, later on, whenever, essentially. And it's a good crowd control ability too, because of the stun that gives to enemies, and it basically works in an area around you. So basically, your Banshee is at the center of a. If you're using silence, you're at the center of a circle, and while you're in that circle, you stun the enemies around you. So
Yeah.
it's useful.
And more
In
mods
that
like
regard.
stretch make the circle even bigger. And then the last one,
Exactly.
it's the yelling, the soundquake, channeling all of her acoustic energy into the environment. Banshees uses ultrasonic reverberations to violently shake the ground, and that's kind of it. The passive of her is weapon noises are hushed so that enemies cannot hear them. So her passive makes that which each gun that you have, it makes no noise. So it's really cool for stealthy stuff. Banshee's passive suppresses all of hers and her robotic companions weapons, offering a unique advantage in stealth situation, as I just said. Okay, what the hell is the operator ability is so funny. Okay. Why I have these arcanes, I don't know. Let me just change my arcanes because I don't play with her so long. I need my energize. Okay. Okay, Grace. Let's go! Let's go! Let's kick some asses! Joey, kick some asses! Eximus, kick ass! Kick ass time! Kick ass time! Going down, going up, going down.
Chew ass and kick bubblegum.
Kick ass and chew bubblegum, and we're all out of
Chew
bubblegum.
ass and kick bubblegum.
Or you can do that. You can do that. Chew a beautiful ass if you can. I'm here.
For Banshee players, I really recommend building for shield, duration, and range. Powers, if you can get some power strength in, it helps, but it's not the most important. The most important thing, especially early on, is
staying alive.
Besides that,
yeah, that's important.
Banshee is essentially a damage frame.
Yeah. So I'm using the silence now, and as you can see, kind of they don't see me, kind of ish. They see me, but they kind of really stupid. So when the silence finish, I'm gonna use my last but not least power. That's the big scream. Here we go. So yeah, as you can see,
I think I forgot to mention that you can throw enemies off of cliffs with Sonic Boom.
Oh.
And Sonic Boom is a rather useful panic button if you're overwhelmed by enemies at close range. So if you're surrounded by Rainier who are almost touching you,
yeah,
you can use Sonic Boom to push them apart, and it will ragdoll them, and it'll make your
and then he's dead. See what
your
I
combat
see?
situation easier to handle, I'd say.
See what I see to that Eximus? That's what Joey was telling. So let me go to the middle of them and use my god damn it. I wanted too much.
Okay, I was gonna revive you, Reed.
Oh, no worries. He disabled it. God damn it. Okay, let me go again to the middle of them.
A data conduit is open. Go now.
Let's do another one because
Wait, do we join the
join.
even through the whole? Ah!
Enter the hole, bro.
Okay.
And here we go.
Stuck
See,
on the guardrail.
the enemies are not attacking me because they are kind of all screwed up. They become really easy to kill, and I can be here forever. But I will not. Ah, god damn it. But I'm gonna kill you, Eximus.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
kill it. Oh no. I'm reviving.
Hang on.
Oh
Oh.
no.
I'm reviving. And now I'm gonna scream. While you do that, this power, you cannot do anything else. That's the big problem of it, but ow. Oh.
One thing that I don't think I mentioned about Banshees 2 is that it forces the enemies to take more damage. Yeah, that's basically it.
That's a good information.
Again,
bro.
range helps because Banshees 2 tags enemies with these spots. The color of the spots is dependent on the energy colors on your Warframe. And basically it forces the enemy to take more damage. So as you can see, now you see where this is going. You can add Banshee's Silence, which is a really powerful damage multiplier, with Banshee 2, and you can see how Banshee can be useful even later on in the game. The problem with Banshee, I think, is that she kind of lacks survivability, which is why, later on, one of your best choices to make Banshee viable in the late game, so Steel Path gameplay, is to add an element, and that element is Sevagoth's element, the Gloom ability, whereby whereby she slows enemies around her. Again, this is the Gloom ability, and anytime you hit an enemy inside of the Gloom area, Banshee receives health. But again, this is only possible if you have the Sevagoth helmet ability on your Banshee. I recommend subsuming, replacing her for Gloom, although you can choose whatever. I don't recommend replacing either a 3 or a 2. So yeah, that's basically my comment on it.
It's a good one. So to finish, yeah, the one that you already saw
Oh
me
shit.
playing.
Did we just get like Tortilla relic?
The what?
Tortilla prime relic? Oh no, that was a
Ooh,
different.
nice.
Oh,
Ooh.
I don't think so.
Okay, okay. Just so I can get into the spirit, let me change it to my vault.
I think we did. Yeah, it looks like we did get like a tortilla.
We are gonna be all vaults, the vaulty people.
Yay.
Who let the vault in? Who?
I think we will be making a
Faulty decision.
We're gonna have a shocking performance.
Oh.
One might say we will electrify the entire crowd.
Ooh, let the vault in. Ooh, 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 ooh.
What's Vault's favorite band? I have a question. What's Vault's favorite band?
Electrocution?
No. AC/DC.
ACD.
This is a really bad joke. It was funnier in my head.
Maybe.
That's a bad joke.
So number one is just this little shocking buzz that almost does nothing. To the enemies level 60. I have no energy. We have no energy. Eximus, are you down, man?
I died.
You died, bro. I almost died too, man.
That's it.
Oh my god. So number one is that shocky thing. Number two is more speed to all the team, not only you, but all the team will get insanely speed. And that's even better to get melee, because melee, the faster you are, the more damage you do. So, see,
It also aids in reload speed.
it's reload speed
And
also,
it's actually
yeah.
one of the few abilities that aid in reload speed.
Yeah.
Some other frames do speed buff, like with. If we're lucky, here in a few episodes, we'll be able to talk about her in more detail. But basically, with increases enemies' fire rate and their movement speed. Vault, Actual 2, which is literally called speed, increases fire rate, reload speed,
Yeah,
and movement speed.
and that's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
And number three does this. It's kind of a shield, and now, of course, if
You
they
can
melee,
Shield, you can pick up the shield. It's a
yeah.
form of protection
it's a good
So,
protection. You can
from,
just
from
come
purple
with the
damage.
shield. Yeah,
What people may not know about the shield is that if you shoot through it, it will. I don't know if it's additive damage or multiplicative damage.
no,
Sorry,
added
it-
electricity damage.
it adds
Electricity damage to your own
it adds
damage.
proc damage to your Warframe.
And you can accumulate until 3, so if you put 3 shields, it will do 3 times more electric damage. And that's awesome also. Also, I'm gonna show you 1, 2, 3, and now see,
I think it's additive. Oh, wait, no.
see, I will kill much faster. Well, we didn't finish to explain it, let's go to another one. So it's awesome, see, one, I only have one. But one,
did you
they
guys
kind
go
of
to the
die,
portal?
but if you put more, they will kind of do even more
You guys
damage.
went to- Yeah, you did. We'll go to the portal. Lol.
Yeah, we both did. Sorry, didn't hear you. I have no energy, so I cannot explain.
You're going to have energy really soon because I have nourished. Again, ability. When
So,
it nourishes effect, it
I can
adds
just
vital damage to your weapon, but it also makes the orb more effective. So a normal energy orb will give around, I think, what, 50 energy? Or 100 energy? Basically, it adds more energy per orb. So,
that's awesome.
yeah.
As you can see, I kill everything very easy because nobody shoots me here.
Where are you?
Well,
Don't
I'm in
see
the
you.
corner.
I want to give you my nourish.
I'm
I
in the
want to
corner.
nourish you.
I'm
There
in
you
this
are.
corner.
I am
getting
nourishing
double.
you. Enjoy your nourishment.
Killing
Oh.
enemies with bubbles.
And if you can pick up, you can pick up. And of course, the most OP power in the game right now,
Bubbles.
especially if you stretch it, the more powerful it is because of range. If you want to put it really powerful like this, it's all about range, because the kind of how it works is the more enemies you kind of shock, the more damage you do. So with
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that actually.
yeah, the more length you get with stretch and stuff like that, the more buzz you give, kind of like that. Really, as you, if you saw my videos, I never do the other ones. I just kill everybody with this because it's really powerful, and it's not the most OP that I can do it. I can do it a little bit more, but yeah, my vault is kind of a beast. As you can see, I just buzz
And he's
everybody
really
in the map.
flexible. He's really
Yeah.
flexible, and
Yeah.
I think in the community, it's considered to be one of the best frames.
Yeah, it is.
Not only one of
Since
the best frames
the-
in the game, but also one of the best frames equipped to deal with bosses. So
Yeah.
he's really good not only early on, he's really good later on
Yeah.
in the game.
To steal pad, to do everything that you need. It's really cool. With the speed, and it's that kind of a frame. If you want to change something, change the power number 1. That's kind of not for nothing. And
Debatable.
yeah.
Actually, no.
Actually,
No.
no.
If you want to change the power, I would actually change his 4 because his number 1
Yeah.
as an augment called Shock Trooper, whereby
Oh.
if you hold down the button, you give yourself and anyone
Right
within a range
Desecration. Right now,
shock damage.
Oh, okay.
I saw like the Desecration Curse build recently for Volt.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You put
Seems
Desecrate
pretty-
on Vault? On
No,
number
no,
one?
the desiccation.
Oh,
It's
desiccation.
one of Inaros' abilities.
So
Okay.
Narcissus Zoom and the Desiccation. Oops.
And that's about it. We did it
I
all.
failed.
All the frames that you can.
What
Oh,
about the frames?
of course I don't know where. Fast travel to the vault. Join me on the Tunnel Lab, people, so we can say goodbye. We did it all. We kind of show them all what they can do. I don't think I did the passive of the hey, Eximus. Let me just go to the other one. Let's go. Let's finish this where we started on the observatory. I didn't show you the passive of Zephyr, I think. Where is she?
I think she has more hair time. I think
Passive. Zephyr moves faster and falls slower while airborne. Also gain
Oh.
150 critical hit chance with weapons while airborne. The tips are while using Tailwind's flight mode, you can stay airborne as long as you have energy. Okay, that's a good tip that I didn't use.
So
Okay.
basically,
But,
if you like flying and ground slam shenanigans, you're gonna want to use Zephyr.
it was the first
Although-
flying
although-
Warframe, kind of like that.
Although Zephyr is one of the best crowd control frames in the game,
Yeah.
that's also something to take into account. And her 4 is really powerful.
Yeah,
The tornadoes. I think it's her 4, right? Again, I don't use
yeah, it
Zephyr
is.
that much.
It is. It is.
It is.
Wukong's passive is after taking fatal damage, Wukong automatically
Yeah.
uses one of his mastered survival techniques. These techniques can only be invoked 3 times. Oh, I read this one, but
Yeah. We've gone over that.
yeah. Which one I didn't do besides Zephyr? We did it all. Nezha? We did Nezha, yeah. I think we did. Let's see. Oh, the passive is slide 60% faster and go 35% further. That's cool. Also, use firewalk to lock down strategic areas such as narrow pathways or objectives. So the firewalking is really cool. You can put it really powerful. I see people that have the firewalking with Nezha so strong that the guys on Steel Pet just die, are burning and then die. I don't know how to do that. Do you guys know? Well,
What?
no,
Probably the new augment.
maybe. But yeah, it's cool. Also, if you are starting the game, it's gonna be awesome, especially on those low levels where you can kind of kill everything with your fire. Then we did what we did. Then we did. I don't know if I read Vault's passive. Did I?
No, I don't. That's the only passive you didn't read. I don't think.
Let's read Vault's passive and let's get out of here. Grounded movement generates an electrical charge building up 10 damage per meter that is unleashed with the next attack. That's the passive. The tips are cast speed to cover distance quickly and rapidly build damage for Vault's passive. So yeah, Vault is a very strong foe. One of the most OP Warframes in the game for now. They will nerf the hit sooner or later, but yeah, it's what I use when I get kind of in a level that I don't think I can pass. I go for my Vault. That's my last try. Sometimes we couldn't, kind of in the interception missions. If we didn't get Eximus, we still didn't do it. But hey, that's life. So yeah, this is it. Bye bye. I hope this was helpful for you people. Love for having so much good companions with me and so clever and that know so much about the game. You people are awesome, both of you, Eximus and Joey. Thank you so much for being here and for kind of really make a difference on the channel by explaining everything, and that's awesome, man. You guys are awesome. Love you like a brother, bros. And this is it. Bye bye. See you in the next one. You have the same helmet. Why don't I have that helmet? Oh, because I don't have the prime version of it yet. But yeah, this is it. Bye bye. See you in the next one. Hope you are all cool, all fine, all really healthy. And remember, if you want to be really happy, make the others happy, because only doing good you're gonna feel good, and that's that. And I guess we're out of here. We have nothing more to say. Peace. Bye bye, people. Love you guys. Peace.
Oh, like, subscribe, and share.
War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
WeDieHard production.
What actually is a great song.
Reprendre votre thérapie.